want to start with AI because it seems to be the buzzword of everything. When we were here last year, we were talking about AI, but it was unclear, I think, completely where Amazon was going to play in this AI world. And you now say it is going to change everything, and that you have really almost shifted the whole company towards AI in almost every space now.
Yeah. Well, we've been saying it for a while, and I do think that AI is going to transform every customer experience that we know. And, I think a lot of the discussion has been around applications and starting really with ChatGPT, which really caught people's attention. But we think there are three big macro areas of the generative AI stack, each of which are gigantic and each of which we're investing deeply in. And, I think of it as at the lowest layer are for people that are building their own large language models. And the two things that really matter there is the compute to train the model and to run the predictions of the inferences. And what matters in that is the chip. Right. And then the services that you have to actually build models. And we've got very significant investments there. Most of the early AI models have been built by NVIDIA, but supply is more scarce and people are concerned about cost. And so we've built our own custom silicon in AI. We've built a training chip called Trainium and an inference chip called Inferentia that are meaningfully more price performant than what you can find out there. So a lot of the training, a lot of the predictions are going to be done on those chips. And, and then I would say at that middle layer of the stack are for people that are going to actually leverage somebody else's model, but customize it with their own data and then use our features to make it easy as a service. And we built the service called Bedrock. And a lot of the generative AI applications are being built on top of Bedrock because it's the easiest way to build a high-quality generative AI application. Then there's the applications, of which we're building a lot of them ourselves, but the vast majority of those will be built by third parties, and we're optimistic a lot of them will be built on AWS.
Let me ask you about this. Let's talk about large language models, because there's just so much focus on it. You have now made investments in Anthropic, which Google has also made an investment in. You're building your own large language model called Olympus. How are you thinking about investing in things like an Anthropic versus trying to build your own?
Well, I think the one thing that we've seen pretty consistently in this relatively early stage of generative AI is that customers want choice. They're learning how to build models. They want different model types for different types of applications and use cases. They want different model sizes because it changes the latency and the cost structure. And so, part of the attraction for so many people of Bedrock, I was just mentioning, is just it has the largest selection of models available. It's got not only models that we build, but also Anthropic and Meta with Llama 2 and Mistral and Cohere and Stability AI. So you have a lot of choices. And then Bedrock makes it really simple to move between models and move between model sizes so that you can actually experiment and get the right quality and latency. We're going to, for us, and we see it with our own, we're building dozens of generative AI applications right now, some of which are launched, others are in development. We find it with our own model builders and our own application builders that sometimes they want to use our own models, sometimes they want to use third-party models, and we're going to give people choice so they can make those decisions.
How important, though, is it for you to catch up on having your own generative AI large language model? Meaning this Olympus project, which has been reported on, how important is that? How far behind do you think you are? What do you have to do to get that to the same level as where Anthropic may very well be or where you believe OpenAI is today?
Well, I mean, first of all, what I would tell you is that this is going to transform virtually every experience we know. It's a gigantic space, and there are going to be a lot of very successful players in it. And if you go talk to enterprises or companies that are using generative AI, they are very excited about what we're building, and more customers are moving to our services. And we're going to have partnerships. We have a very deep partnership with Anthropic. Claude 3, which they released just a few weeks ago, is the best model on the planet right now with the best performance, and it runs, best on top of AWS. And so our customers are very excited about that. But at the same time, we have a lot of experience building models at the company. We've been doing it for a long time, and we've been building our own models and these Titan models we have. We're going to keep building those, and we're going to give people choice.